Yeah, but like it was only a dozen in front of our bus, and they had printed signs.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Like all of our signs were spontaneous, handmade signs, and at that particular rally, I know we had at least 1,500 folks, and there's maybe a dozen. Hecklers in front of our bus, and guess where all the media cameras were? On that dozen hecklers, and the best thing happened. They were calling us names, and it kept getting louder and louder. And so I came down and I stood in front of the whole mob of a dozen, and I stood in front of our 1,500 people. And I said, God bless America. And I was singing, drowned those guys out. Oh. And we just sang, God bless America.
Yeah, that's being positive. I mean, you can't sort of get down on their level at that point. You just have to rise above it and what you're going to do and what the Constitution says you're going to do. Free speech. And they've got free speech. You got free speech. But free speech is louder.
Yes, but the whole thing I was blown away by the affection of the American people, by the concern of the American people. The American people aren't stupid, and that's so offensive. Saying that we're extremists. No, they see what's happening, and they don't want it to happen. They don't want government controlling our lives, and that's what this health care bill will do. If they pass this, it's game over, because they will control every aspect of our lives, and the American people understand this, and they don't want it.
It is so amazing that a president who basically the only thing on his resume that he was a community organizer gets so upset when people and communities are organizing.
Right.
I think he would be, promoting it and saying how wonderful it is and how proud he is, and say, that I might not agree with what they're saying, but I'm so proud that Americans are getting out there, exercising their First Amendment right to, oppose whatever the points of view are, because it's a loyal opposition. That's what this country is all about. Instead, you're vilified, you're called names, you're marginalized, you're dismissed as being sort of radical, extremist. Let's move forward now to the March on Washington. We saw you were up there dancing, singing and dancing, because we saw the kick line and everything. We were there too. We covered the whole thing. We got a great shot down the mall of everyone. And there are a lot of different estimates from 500 people. In fact, there's 500 people, there's 500 speakers. My goodness. And there was another estimate of 30,000. And someone said 30,000. Yeah, there were 30,000 in line for the bathroom.
right.
But, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and we can show that there are far more than that. Some estimates go as high as 2 million, which, is probably high. But, it's much more like, I'm thinking 1 million, but okay, let's say conservative life.
ABC, I thought that like even ABC reported 1.5.
Someone said that at the stage, and then ABC countered, and so no, we'll never say anything like that. Of course they wouldn't. Even if it was 1.5, they're not going to say it.
Yeah.
That's why we are the press now.
I agree.
The media. Every person there
is
their own reporter. Every single person there is going to go back. They all had cameras. They're going to go back to their hometowns. They're going to post on YouTube. They're going to post on Facebook. They're going to send their emails out to all of their address book, and they're going to become the mainstream media now.
Exactly.
We don't need to wait anymore on them with their cameras telling us what we saw. We were there. We saw it.
I hope that we can stop them, because something else that's very scary also is that this president doesn't care. He doesn't care that there was over 1 million people there. He doesn't care what we want, and that they're gonna. Yes, and that's so we must remain diligent, and fight this with everything that we have, because the moment that we slack up or back off, Obama's going to do what he's going to do. But we must have some power, because we got rid of Van Jones. Van Jones is out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and the thing is, too, is that conservatives have been intimidated for so long and so many years with accusations of things like racism or homophobic or bigoted or whatever like that. And instead of fighting back, we just sit there going, well, I know that I'm not, but I'm not going to battle this alone. But now people realize that they have support behind their
Yes,
voice.
yes,
That
yes.
they're not the lone sole voice out
Yes.
there. That there truly are millions and millions of Americans that are tired of it. They're tired of being marginalized.
Thank you.
And dismissed and discredited and told that they don't have a voice in the marketplace of ideas. And we've drawn the line and said, enough's enough. My motto now is that the best you can do?
Right.
You know, you've called us every name in the book. Bring it on.
Well, and also speaking of that, as a black conservative, I thought my job was going to be to go out and convince the black community to join our cause. No, my role has been to tell white people, it's okay. You're not a racist. Stand up for America. That has been my surprising role. That just, and I love it.
Americans love that you're doing that. They absolutely love it, and we thank you so much. It's been fabulous.
You ought to see my mail. My mail is incredible. And yet I get emails from the liberals and blacks, and I love these compassionate liberals that start their messages to me about, you are about the dumbest N-word that I've ever seen. And that's those compassionate liberals who care so much about us black folk.
I bet you a million years they're white too.
Oh, yeah.
They are liberals
Exactly.
and white to use N-word